Hi everyone, it's Alex Elamine, better known as Chicago Barbie, and welcome back to yet another episode of Literally My Life, the podcast. I'm back home in Chicago for the summer. I finished my first year of college. I'm 19, I'm freshly 19, and the summer's coming up, so we have so much to talk about today. Those are our hot topics. I'm so excited. But before we get into today's episode, make sure to follow our Instagram and TikTok. Both links are in our episode description below. The blog, because daily blogs are back. Subscribe to our blog on Substack. I'm so excited for that one. Subscribe to our YouTube channel if you're not watching on YouTube because we have a lot of cool vlogs. We actually have a really cool vlog coming out tomorrow that vlogged my birthday. And I'm the birthday. Come on now. And submit your questions to our Ask Alex segment for a chance to be featured in an upcoming episode. And shop all of my products off of our LTK and Amazon storefront. I think I covered everything. Did I cover everything? I'm pretty sure I covered everything. Okay, let's get into today's episode because as you can tell, I'm super hyper. I'm super excited. And I'm really excited to talk about everything on our list. Now, I have a list of our hot topics, aka our outline, and I'm going to be going off of that, and I don't care. The first thing I want to talk about is how I'm home. I'm back in Chicago, I'm in my bedroom, and I totally feel like myself again. It is such a refreshing and fun feeling. Like, it is so good to be at home and be around the people that you know and you love. Like, the thing about college that always made me so uncomfortable was being unfamiliar with things and being around things that I was unfamiliar with. Being in Colorado was completely different. It was a completely different environment than what I was used to, because I grew up in such a big city. And so, like, moving from Chicago, which is the third largest city in the world, to Boulder, Colorado, which doesn't even make the top 10 list. Oh, baby, that was a hard one. That was a hard one for sure. But being back home around everything that I know, a place where I could take the train to get anywhere, be around my family, go to bed at a certain time, it's extremely comforting. Although I do miss the freedom of college, I'm not going to lie. But I feel at home, and because I feel at home, I feel like myself again. I've totally gotten my personality back because we definitely lost it for a while. Now, because of that, I've had a little free time. And I have made a Chicago Barbie summer forecast. And I want to make this fun. I want to make this a little playful. But let's talk about what this summer is actually giving. It's summer of 2026. Some people are just graduating high school. Some people are just graduating college. No matter what stage you're in your life, all these things will apply to you. So I'm going to give you guys my in and out Chicago Barbie edition. So here's what's in. First thing that is in is heavy glam / camera ready glam. I'm not playing with you guys. I'm not about to do this clean girl stuff with you guys this summer. I'm just not about to do it with you. This summer is not for, just a little bronzer, a little concealer, a little 1, 2, 3. I want to see the return of 2014 makeup. I need to see the MAC Studio Finish foundation. I need to see under eyes smoked out, heavy liner, red lipstick. I want to see it all. I feel like Coach D off of Bring It. You know, she's always like, I'm not even about to do this with y'all. I'm about to put the baddest heifers on the floor. That's what it feels like. So that's what we're about to do. Second thing that is in is glitter, gloss, and lashes. There has been a lack of glitter I have seen in the world lately. Thank you to Zara Larson for bringing it back. I'm actually so obsessed with Zara Larson. We need glitter. I want to see glitter on people. I wear body glitter. I'm actually not wearing any right now. But I wear body glitter 24/7. I want to see that. Next thing that's in is tanning. Because I love a good tan. But sitting in the sun, you have to sit in the sun in moderation. Because we don't want to cause skin cancer. We don't want to cause any, aging issues. We just don't want to look wrinkled and dusty like a little raisin. So, as a black girl, I self-tan. I totally promote self-tanning. I totally promote wearing sunscreen. I use the Jergens self-tanner. I'm not trying to promote anything. But I use this Jergens self-tanner from Walmart. It's probably like $6. And I take a tanning mitt and I rub it all over my body every Sunday after an everything shower. And it works so well. Like, it evens out my hyperpigmentation so well. It helps, with evenness. It helps with dryness. It's actually so amazing. So, tanning is in. Being pale is out. That's something I came out. Another thing that's in the summer, highlights. I have blonde highlights right now. I have honey blonde highlights. But I definitely want to see highlights in the summer, especially chunky ones. What happened to chunky highlights? Those were so 2000s. I miss that. You know what else is in this summer? French tips. I don't know if you guys can see, but 2 of my nails are French, and look at how cute they are. I found such a good and sexy nail tech in Boulder, and I'm gatekeeping her. I'm gatekeeping her. French tips are totally in, and looking like a Tuscan mom on top of that is totally in. Blowouts and really big hair, like southern big hair, totally in. I want to see more of that. I have kind of like a blowout right now with the highlights that are both in, I think they're in because, but I don't want to see the millennium, fried, dyed, laid to the side, flat iron hairstyle. I want to see big, southern, Krispy Kreme donut pinned up hair. Like, I want to see it. Another thing, being outside and not being stressed. That is what's in the summer. I see one unfortunate thing that I do see a lot, especially with our girls who love to party, who are also in relationships. And I'm not saying you can't be a hot girl with a boo, because you can be a hot girl with a boo. I'm not saying that. But I hate seeing girls who are in relationships, and then you guys all go to a party, you guys all go to dinner, you guys go wherever. And they're like so like on the phone with their boyfriends, and their boyfriends are like, so upset that they're out, and they're like, oh, there's 20 guys in this restaurant right now. Like, we're not doing that this summer. I don't even think I have to explain why that's stupid. We're just not doing it this summer. We are outside this summer. We're not answering calls. Tell him to call you at the end of the night when you're coming home or in the Uber. But before that, he can stay in the phone. He can live in the phone. Another thing that's in the summer is soft flirting, summer energy. 2 summers ago, when I first started this podcast, I did an episode about summer flings, I think. Yeah, summer flings are so in this summer. But not like casual sex and hookups, no. Just like a little flirting. That's all you gotta do. You don't have to open your legs. Not this summer. No, that's out. Last thing is feeling pretty for yourself. This summer, I'm absolutely determined to work out and get all the beauty treatments and get all dolled up and model and do all my things just for me. I feel like I need it for me. I don't need to get dolled up or do my makeup every day or get blowouts or get tans or whatever to appeal to the male gaze or to appeal to the female gaze or appeal to the internet or appeal to anyone but myself. Getting dolled up works for me. A lot of people have asked me, like, why do you get dressed up all the time? It works for me. It makes me feel good about myself. When you look good, you feel good. When you feel good, you play good. Don't ask me where I got that from. And it's the truth. The only way that I'm going to feel 100% like at my best and I can function at my best is when I'm completely dolled up. So I will stay dolled up. Now, here's what's out. First thing I wrote down is overthinking men. I would hope by all the times that we've talked about men on this podcast, I would hope that I don't have to explain that. So I'm just going to walk right past that one. Second thing that's totally out this summer is forcing situations. Do not force yourself to be in any kind of friend group, any kind of relationship, anything. I know it's summer, so you want to be like friends with everyone. You want to be outside all the time. You want to be at every party. Baby, I get that. But we're not forcing ourselves on anyone or anything. Third thing is the whole clean girl aesthetic, especially when you're actually a glam girl. Now, I know I hate on clean girls so much. Like, if you're a baddie clean girl, like, I love you. I'm a girl's girl all the way through. And it is a girl's decision whether she wants to be a clean girl or a glam girl. But I think that this should be a heavy makeup summer. It is just my opinion. But if you want to be a clean girl and you want to be a hot clean girl, I'm not going to hate on you. But please, like, let's leave that clean girl stuff in the winter. Please wear all the makeup this summer. And it's not going to melt off if you do it right. I don't even want to hear that. The next thing that's out is anything that makes you feel small. This time last summer, I was absolutely, I bring this up all the time, I was totally heartbroken by this guy. And once I had gotten to this point, because I'm one of those people that thinks you have to learn a lesson from stuff, that's the way that it makes it valuable. Like, okay, I had to go through this horrible experience because I had to learn a lesson from it. And the lesson I learned from this guy was that he made me feel small, and I don't want to tolerate anyone or anything in my life that makes me feel small. It makes me feel like I have to apologize for who I am or the life I choose to lead. So he made me feel small, and he's the thing of last summer. This summer, if you're in a situation or if you're around anyone that makes you feel like you have to shrink yourself to fit in, 1, 2, 3, they gotta go. 1, 2, 3, release them. Now this one is going to be a hot take, but red pedicures are totally out. They're so out. Anytime I see someone with a red pedicure, I put my head down in shame. I'm like, why are we doing this? Like, it is not 2006 anymore. Like, that is such an ugly color. Like, leave it at the nail salon. Please leave it at the nail salon. Like, nobody wears bright red anymore. And I've gotten bright red manicures before, like, don't get me wrong, but probably not in years. Like, just leave the red on the Etsy shelf at Target. Like, please do not put that on your hands or your feet, please. It's such a specific thing, but that bothers me so much. How weird am I? Now, that's our ins and out. If you guys have any, like, thoughts of what you think should be in or should be out, we can definitely revisit this because we have a long summer ahead of us. So make sure to submit your ins and your outs in our Ask Alex link in the description below. I know you want to do it. Just get to it. Don't even fight it. Just do it. Now, because I mentioned that summer flings were in, let's talk about summer flings and how they're different than real feelings. Now, I have been honest. I'm totally honest with you guys. It's called Literally My Life. I'm very authentic. I very much show everything that's going on in my life. I have talked to you guys about how I have a little crush right now. Well, I had one because I just moved out of college. I had this crush while I was in Boulder, and I definitely wanted something real. And I realized that that is very different because it's the first time I really wanted something real. It's very different than just attention. So, wanting something with someone, liking someone for who they are, being compatible with someone is a completely different thing than just wanting to feel needed, wanting to feel pretty, wanting to be in a relationship. Those are two different things. And I know that's kind of obvious now that I say it out loud, but for a 19-year-old brain, it was a big realization. This summer, I feel like summers are not times to like fully lock yourself down or get into committed moments or committed relationships with anyone. But if that's your thing, hey, I'm not hating on you. It's just my opinion. It's my opinion. I don't think the summer is a good time to do that because it's the time where you have the most freedom. And when you're this age, when you're this young, you take freedom and you run with it. You don't take freedom, like, the point of having this much freedom at this age is to be irresponsible with it. If we were just all responsible with it, then being young wouldn't be that fun. Now, I do think that if you meet someone who could potentially be, like, the right person for you, absolutely lock it down. Like, I'm not against getting in a committed relationship. It's just not what I'm looking for. And that's all 4 seasons of the year, but the most in summer. Like, it's something about the sun. It's something about the heat. It just makes me want to run loose and run wild. It does not make me want to stay in one place. But I'm not against it. I have to make that clear because I don't want to sound like super hoish or like super non-committal. I'm none of those things. It's just not what I'm necessarily looking for. If you're going into the summer and you're like, oh, this is going to be the summer I find the love of my life, unless you're like in one of those movies where you're like moving to Italy or do something like that, I wouldn't necessarily set that as a goal because I think most people are thinking how I'm thinking. But there's always that off chance that you can meet someone who's thinking how you're thinking. I don't know. You know, I was telling you guys about my crush and stuff, and I definitely really like this guy. To the point where it's like I could definitely think about sitting down in one place and actually liking him. I don't know. But I don't know. The situation doesn't seem right. The circumstances don't feel right. And what do we say is not in the summer? Forcing things. So I'm not going to force it. I'm going to keep you guys updated on it. I actually haven't seen him in a while. And I won't see him for a while. So I also just believe that romantic relationships shouldn't be like the forefront of your life right now when you're so young. And that's something I really want to touch on because I feel like because we're so young, and I get it, everybody craves companionship. Everybody wants somebody to call their own, but I feel like people idolize it so much. People just have to have a relationship. People just have to have someone that loves them or that they can proudly claim loves them. And although I totally understand that because that's the end goal for all of us, you don't have to idolize it so young. I think the thing that should fulfill people is the love that they have for themselves and the security that they have because they love themselves. And when you're secure within yourself, when you're confident within yourself, when you do love yourself, then you don't have to idolize or search someone else to love you. And so because of how confident I am in myself and how secure I am in that confidence, I don't have to run around searching for someone to love me or someone to so I can call my own. I feel truly like when it's time, like it'll happen, whether it's spring, summer, September, like I think it'll happen when it happens. So if you're going into the summer and that's your expectation, like I said, that's fine. But I don't want anyone to chase something that's not for them or chase something because they idolize it. Because when it's right for you, it will happen. Whether you believe in God or not, timing is like, there's no denying that. And I believe in God's timing. I believe in God. In this house, we believe in the Lord. And God's timing is never wrong. It may not be on our timing, it may not be on our schedule, but his schedule is much better booked, much better ahead than ours. And so when God has something for you, then it's going to be for you. And no matter the timing, it'll be perfect timing. Now, I want to talk about what I learned my freshman year of college, very shortened, but I just learned basically I learned a big lesson about overgiving, about overextending yourself, and it doesn't have to just be in relationships. It doesn't have to just be with friends. It can be with assignments. It can be with clubs. It can be with literally everything. You have to set boundaries to prevent burnout. It's very, very easy to burn out your freshman year. It's very easy to lose your mind because of that burnout. So to place those boundaries so that you don't lose your mind, you have to learn a lesson about overextending. You have to ask yourself, am I doing too much? Am I giving enough for what I'm going to get out of this? Because if what I'm giving is not going to be reciprocated in like any sort, why am I giving myself so hard? Same thing with chasing clarity. I used to chase clarity in so many situations. I've been doing this podcast every week for like 2 years, so you guys have seen me in real time chase clarity in situations. I wish we could go back to certain episodes and like slap me in the face, but that's okay. We don't have to do it. I used to chase clarity, but I feel like if something, and especially this ties to romantic relationships, if something is meant for you, it won't be confusing. I feel like when something or someone is truly meant for you, it'll bring complete peace. That's something that comes with loving the Lord. Like they say Jesus is the Prince of Peace and God is love. And so when you experience true love, the way that God loves the church, I think it'll be peaceful. And that's just what you'll completely experience. You won't have to chase clarity. You won't have to chase answers. You won't have to be like, why didn't he text me back? Why didn't he call me? I've been really good at that the past couple of years. I slipped up a few times in college, but I think I've remained very strong and very firm in my boundaries. And I just have to do even better at that. When something's for me, then it's for me. And when it's not, it's not. I think I'm good at, like, not chasing clarity, but it definitely will keep me up at night. Like, why wasn't it for me? I'm the person that can let it go, like, on the front end, but on the back end, it does, like, kind of haunt me at night. It just kind of haunt me at times, like, why did it not work out? Why did things not pan out the way that I wanted them to? And I have to constantly remind myself, like, if it was for me, then it would just be right here with me. I wouldn't have to chase it. I wouldn't have to run it down. I wouldn't have to pray about it, cry about it, scream about it. If someone was meant to be with me, they would be right here. I wouldn't have to, like, chase or run them around, or, you know what I mean? So I have to keep reminding myself that. Last thing I really, really learned that I want to stress is that you cannot be everything to everyone. You can't be. I tried it for a while and it was so stressful. It was horrible. And I realized that I can't be everyone or everything to everyone. It's absolutely stressful. Be what you can be, do your best, and let God do the rest. And sometimes if you can't show up for every single person or do every single thing, that's okay. Make your best good enough. Okay? I wish I could go back and tell myself that. Now, let's reset. I want to talk about who I'm going to be this summer, because this summer I'm not chasing, I attract. What's meant for me will find me. I love that affirmation. This summer I want to be glowy. I want to be in my Bible grind heavy getting back into my relationship with God. I need to find confidence and find peace in my relationship with God, because those are two things I haven't found. But this summer's going to be a great summer. I see myself glowy. I see myself at Oak Street Beach. I see myself booked and busy, hosting things, vlogging everything, being the media girly that I am. I see that. I also just see myself truly happy and truly, like, at peace and tranquility. Like, I am not chasing anything. I'm attracting everything. I'm happy. I'm in the city. I'm stepping into 19. I'm slightly grown and sexy, slightly still kiddish. I just think this will be my era. I definitely think this will be my era. And I think it'll be your era too. Like, it's 2026, although our 2026 rebrand is still kind of rebranding. I think that this will be just such a good summer. Like, I just feel it. I'm claiming it. I'm speaking it into existence. The Bible says the power of life and death is within the tongue, and that's very much the truth. And so I want to know you guys' summer predictions. Let me know in the Ask Alex segment. But I really do feel like this will be such a fun summer to just tan, make friends, go out, get your dream job, work hard, play hard, and just enjoy it. Because when are you going to be 19 again? When? Okay, guys, I'm so sorry. I just want to close it out by saying that you don't have to become someone new this summer. You just have to come back to who you are, because it's very easy to find it, especially when you're in college, especially when you're all over the place. It's very easy to lose who you are. So this summer, I invite you to come back to yourself. I love you guys so much. This is the first of many episodes this summer. I'm so happy to be back. And thanks for watching yet another episode of Literally My Life. And I'll see you guys next Monday. Bye.